Today I'm going to walk you through how to update the firmware on your EM1 mallet station and to perform the bar regulation process along with that firmware. Before we get started, you want to make sure that you are prepared with your mallet station on a very solid surface. We recommend using the ES1080S tripod stands and PEMM module mounts as I've done here for the best result. If those are not available, make sure that your surface is well supported and doesn't allow the mallet station to bounce. That will inhibit the performance of the regulation process. So let's get started. Open your mallet station editor, and on the opening screen of the editor, select Preferences, and you'll notice that the firmware note here says that new firmware is available. You're going to go down to the bottom and hit Update. This warning will remind you that what you're about to do is going to rewrite the firmware, and it will require you to do the bar regulation process. Make sure you have time to complete this operation. Give yourself about 20 to 30 minutes to carefully go through it. If you're not ready to do that, stop now and start again when you have more time. If you're ready to proceed, select OK, and the firmware will begin to update. This will take a minute, and you'll also notice that the LEDs on your mallet station will flash to indicate that it is going through this process. When it's complete, the green bar will show that the operation is done, and you'll now have an updated firmware note. Go ahead and close that box out, and go down to the bottom global section in the center of the bottom section of the editor. You'll notice this box that says Bar Regulation. Select Open. This opens the bar regulation screen. There's a guided tour showing the various steps involved in this regulation process. I highly recommend that you read through all of these steps first before you begin. This video is going to walk you through this, but to gain a better understanding, please read through these screens as you go. By hitting Next on each of the dialog boxes, it will step you through all the various new sections, what the editor regulation screen is going to show you, and why you're going to have to do it. So if you continue to hit Next, you will walk through all the various dialog boxes explaining the process, which I'm going to do now on this video. Again, take the time to read through those before you even begin the process. It'll make it a lot easier. So I'm going to show you the essence of the bar regulation process. Notice that the gap caps are showing on this regulation screen. You're going to want to make sure that your mallet station is also set up with the gap caps. This will make the keeping track of which bar you're on much easier. I'm going to select this B note. Notice that over here on Settings on the right-hand side, the Auto Mode selector has been switched off because I'm in a single note. I'll explain that in more detail later. For right now, we're going to concentrate on this B. The bar regulation process involves logging in 5 soft strokes and 5 hard strikes on each bar in order to create a better sensitivity and response from the unit. On this B note, with this B note selected, I'm going to click on Soft Tap. Just a side note about the technique that I've found to work best for logging in these soft strokes and hard strokes. For the soft strokes, I really recommend choking up on your mallet to within a few inches from the mallet head and very, very lightly striking the note with the lightest possible stroke that you can do. For the hard strikes, go all the way to the back of the mallet and use a full arm stroke, harder than you would probably naturally play the instrument. So there's several aspects to this process that you'll need to be aware of. One is the technique. The second are some warning signals that you may get if you have gone too far out of the parameters for the mallet station to log in the results of your playing. So if I hit the record button with soft tap highlighted, and let's say I play some notes that are too far invariance from each other. I'll get a warning signal. That means that the 5 strokes are not close enough together in velocity for the EM1 to properly regulate. So you'll need to go back and do that again, log 5 strokes until the EM1 gives you a high-pitched sound and also gives you the on-screen confirmation that it has been completed. That's a good one. Now we'll select the hard strike and again select record. Now we're going to go back to that full mallet stroke and log 5 hard strikes. Again, if you're too far out of the range of tolerance for the programming, it will tell you to go back and do those 5 strokes again with that warning sound. You've now regulated a single bar. This is essentially the process that will be done for the entire unit in auto mode. So let's go to that now. I'm going to select auto mode in the right-hand box marked settings. And in this case, the B note has already been done, but we're going to overwrite that through our process. So for now, I'm going to select soft type. In auto mode, you're going to do every bar, including gap caps, on the soft strokes from note number 1 all the way to note number 43. This all has to be done at one time. This is the easiest way to do it and produces the best results. So if I hit record, it's now going to begin logging these soft strokes. Again, choke up on your mallet and play as lightly as possible. You may have noticed that I played a few extra notes. This is the program working. Resist the urge to play stronger in order to get the note to respond, or you'll get that warning sign. Just keep tapping. The program is doing what it's designed to do. Now that you've completed all the soft strokes, we have to go back through the entire unit again and log the hard strikes. Notice bar number 1 is highlighted and hard strike is now highlighted in the bar regulation section. When you're ready, click record and use that full stroke to record 5 hard notes per bar. Once you've completed all the hard strikes, you'll notice on screen that all the bars are now showing green to indicate that you've completed the process. At this point, you can hit export data to save a data file of the information that was just produced and close out this screen. When you close the bar regulation screen, the malletSTATION is now in regular play mode and you can begin using the EM1. If you have any other questions or want additional information, please visit our websites, pearldrum.com and pearlelectronicsupport.com for more details. Thank you for watching.